Heat 6 of F1 Racing is brought to you by the Hyundai Tucson.
Chip Hanauer here along with world champion Bill Siebold. Right now you're looking at, whoa, we just saw Steve Lee missed the buoy. That gives Jose Madonna a clear shot here. That was shaping up to be a great race. Steve Lee, though, hit a buoy. He's making a comeback. It looks like when you hit a buoy, what do you have to do? Go around and pick it up again, Bill?
You got to go around and pick it up, or you take a one-lap penalty. So you got Jose in first, Steve Lee still in second, possibly with a penalty. Terry Rinker third, Tim Siebold fourth, and Greg Foster right on his tail, and Chris Fairchild right behind those three.
And the guy you see leading out there, that's Jose Madonna from Miami. But look at Steve Lee, even missing that buoy and go back picking it up. He's putting pressure on him. We've been waiting for Jose Madonna, the guy leading there, to be a factor all week. He hasn't been until right now. They're coming around the north end. That's a left-hand turn. Now remember, these boats go left and right, so they've completed that north left-hand turn. You've got Steve Lee on the outside coming in, which will now be the inside as they come around the right turn chicane.
You can see that water's a little bumpier today. It's a little bumpier today because they ran pretty quick after the unlimited heat.
This is lap 7, and we are deck to deck with Jose Madonna and Steve Lee. Jose Madonna, as we said, we expected him to be a factor all weekend long, but he hasn't been to now. They're coming up on lap traffic. That's Rubens Asensio. Rubens, the boat about to be lapped there, was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, decided he wanted to race, and started at mid-age. That's a tough thing to do. But these two guys, especially Steve Lee, he didn't get an early start in racing, did he, Bill? But look how he's competing here.
No, he didn't.
Jose Madonna grew up racing as a small kid. The guy behind him in the red boat, that's Jose Madonna from Miami. And the guy chasing him is Steve Lee in the red, the Bubba Burgers boat. He came to racing late in life, but I'm really surprised to see someone like Steve Lee come in so late to be this aggressive.
Yes, he's a new driver, but boy, that water's really lumpy today, running so close to after the unlimited heat. So gives the spectators a great show.
Yeah, and if you look at Steve Lee there, he's lost his cowling. You see a cowling between the driver and the engine. There you see the complete cowling on Jose Madonna's boat, but there you see Steve Lee, the cowling is missing. Is that going to hurt the performance of the boat, Bill?
Cowling is missing, and that could be a penalty because his number is on the cowling, and you cannot run without a number.
So this has not been a good heat for Steve Lee. He hit a buoy, now he's lost the cowling. So that looks like third place is going to be the bright yellow boat of Terry Rinker, who's had a great weekend so far.
Yes, he has. Terry's been very consistent. He's been right at the front at every heat. There's the cowling. There's the number on the cowling.
Now, is it the number that's missing that's the penalty, or is it becomes an obstruction to the other boats that makes it a penalty?
It's the number missing off the boat that's a penalty.
We are now at lap 5, so we're halfway through this. There you see Jose Madonna coming up on a hard left turn. Then he's going to have a really quick, short straightaway to a very hard right turn. There you see, there's the right turn, Jose Madonna. Still in pursuit of Steve Lee, but we think without that cowling and with hitting a buoy, he's probably not going to get that second place. That second place will probably go to the yellow boat running in third. That's Terry Rinker.
We got a close race there between third, fourth, and fifth. Greg Foster has moved up into fourth now, which will actually be third because of the penalty to Steve Lee.
Question I have to ask, Billy, is where's your son Tim? He's been a factor all weekend.
He's back to fifth place, kind of riding along. I'm not sure what's going on with him.
Now, Billy, tell us about what these points mean as we move towards the final.
Well, all the 7 heats points totals will go towards the driver. Each driver earns so many points. High point driver will be the pole position for the final.
All right, we are now 4 laps to go. It doesn't look like Steve Lee there is able to put any pressure on Jose Madonna. I don't know if he can't put pressure on him or he just figures he's been disqualified, so what's the use? Are they in radio contact, Bill? Will he know that
there's two-way contact radio with each boat. And Jose, you know, yesterday in that last heat yesterday, he had a little love bump on the side and had a hole in his boat and had to fix it. And today he sure come out screaming here, and this performance looks great in this heat.
Love bump. I'm not going to let you get away with that term without explaining love bump.
Well, a little, just a little kiss down the straightaway, just a little rubbing is racing, and that's, these guys don't mind doing it. Unfortunately, it put the other boat that got together with him out of the race totally because it had a big hole in it.
That was Lynn Sumberger, correct?
No, that was Brian Vinton from Canada.
We expected Brian to be a factor all week long.
Yes, we did. He's always in the top 5, and he's fast. He just had a little bad luck yesterday.
Well, there again you see Jose Madonna, someone that I was expecting to see leading a lot this weekend. He hasn't. He's had all kinds of problems, Bill.
Jose's had all kinds of problems. He had a broken fuel fitting in one heat yesterday and pumped all the fuel into his boat. He just one heat after another, and then in the last heat yesterday have the little collision there and have a hole in the boat. So, but they worked on it late last night, and it's back up to par today.
Were these drivers surprised, do you think, when they got out there and found the water as rough as it was? Because yesterday the water was pretty good, but when they got to that first turn, it was immediately after that unlimited heat. I mean, immediately after that unlimited heat.
Yes, I'm sure they were surprised because it was pretty lumpy, both going up the back stretch and coming down this front stretch in front of the shoreline there. It was also rough there, which it was never rough there yesterday.
2 more laps to go. There you're looking.
There's Jose still leading. Steve Lee still in second, but he'll probably be assessed a penalty. Terry Rinker has moved up on Jose. Greg Foster, Tim Sebold, and Chris Fairchild is out or way back because he was right behind Tim.
You know, it looks to me like Jose's boat ride is as good as I've seen anybody's boat ride all weekend long. That thing looks perfect.
Yeah, the balance of the boat is good, and even though that's one of the smaller versions of our boats, it gets over the rough water fairly well.
There you see just behind him is Steve Lee, but we think he's going to be disqualified. We apologize. We do not have an official. We're in the last lap here, so we don't know. Boy, Terry Rinker, Terry Rinker almost got Steve Lee upside down. Terry Rinker just kind of came over on him right there at the right-hand chicane. And Steve Lee this has been a horrible heat for Steve Lee. Everything's happened. But Jose Madonna has got it all to himself right now. Although Terry Rinker in the yellow boat is slowly coming up on him, but with the final lap here, I don't think he's going to be able to run him down.
No, I don't think so either. This should be on the final lap. The white flag is flying over there. And, Steve Lee there again, that comes from experience because when you're on the inside on the left-hand turn, you're on the outside on the right-hand turn. Right. So it gets a little confusing sometimes.
So nothing illegal there. That was just found himself in a bad place.
Yes, it was. And our overlap rule is cockpit to cockpit because basically that's side by side. And here comes the finish.
It looks like Jose Madonna, Miami, Florida. Someone we've expected to be great all weekend long. It hasn't happened, but he finally gets a win. That should move him forward on the dock for a good starting place. And that is it for Heat 6 of Formula One.
Looks like Terry Rinker second, Greg Foster third, and Tim Sebold fourth.
Tell me about Jose. What kind of driver is he? He started young. His father was a racer, was he not?
Jose's father raced for many years and still does. And Jose's younger brother runs in the SST 45 class, which is a junior version, introductory level racing for tunnel boats. And so the whole family races. And Jose started out in the 45, and he's won world championships in that 45 class and still races in it. And then a couple of years ago, he moved up into the F1 division.
There you see his boat is powered by that black Mercury outboard engine. That's not exactly the Mercury outboard you can buy at the dealer. Tell me about that engine, Billy.
Well, it's a high-performance 2.5 liter. It has digital fuel injection on it. It's built as Mercury High Performance Division as a race engine. But then the race teams take them apart and tweak them and pick up another 15 or 20 horsepower.
We're waiting for the canopy. Jose Madonna to pop open here. Go ahead, Bill.
Well, which puts them, sorry, I should have finished that. Which puts them right at 400 horsepower.
What's a motor like that where if I want to go racing and I go to buy one of those engines, number one, how do I buy an engine? Can I go to a Mercury dealer and buy it? And number two, what's it going to cost me?
Yeah, you can. You can go to a Mercury dealer and order it, or you can buy it directly from Mercury High Performance. And that engine's about 25 Gs.
You know, unlike unlimited racing, you can't buy anything. You have to create all. But this, you can actually buy everything you need to go racing. So that's it. Heat 6, Formula One.
All right, so here are the results from Heat 6. Pipe Welders Custom Marine, the Bubba Burgers boat, like that. Amsoil Synthetics and Bubba Burgers there as well, F26 boat. Tell you, I gotta love this kind of racing. The F1 Prop Heat 6.
Heat 6 of F1 Racing has been brought to you by the Hyundai Tucson.
Thanks, Steve. Hello, everyone. We're here to announce the award winners for Heat 6 in the F1 Prop Tour Awards. On behalf of Seafair, I'd like to congratulate number 21, Jose Mendana Jr., and the Pipe Welders Custom Marine Bubba Burgers team for winning the Heat 6 in the F1 Prop Tour. Congratulations. How'd it go out there for you today?
Very well. It was a nice, perfect water for all of us. Boat came off the line great. Got to thank Bubba Burgers and Pipe Welders and Seafair. And I got to give a big thanks for one of my fellow competitors, Don Jenkinson Racing. Fuel tank busted up half an hour before the heat. They lent us use one. We swapped it out and helped everybody. Boat ran flawlessly.
Great. Congratulations out there. Our winner for Heat 6, everybody.